Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Erasmus Expeditions. We are here tonight to begin a very cool trilogy that's gonna take place here on the channel. This is a system called Fiasco. If you have never played this, or if you've never seen it, I highly recommend checking it out if you're into like improv games and games that are very much driven by narrative choice. This is a great game for that. This is a rules light system, so there's not going to be a ton of rules to engage with. That being said, tonight is going to be the setup for the rest of the game. So if you're only interested in actually seeing the game, then you may not enjoy this evening. But if you're into this kind of stuff and you want to see behind the curtain, this is a great look at how this game kind of functions. So we're going to be playing one of the play sets that come with the actual Fiasco book. This one is called Boomtown. It is going to be a Western themed. This game is unique from a lot of the other role-playing games that I've ever played, and chiefly in the fact that you don't come to the table with a character in mind. The dice that we roll here in just a little bit are going to help us determine that. So yeah, it's a really fun, kind of exciting process. So we're going to do that this evening. I am going to go ahead and give you the same warning that I give on the beginning of all of my videos, and that is if foul language and mature subject matter are a problem for you, then this is not a great place for you to spend time on the internet. I don't know where on the internet is a good place for you to spend time, honestly, but it's probably not here. So I think that's all the stuff that I needed to cover before we get started, but I am going to go ahead and pass things over to the rest of the players here so that they can introduce themselves, say anything that they would like to say before we get started, and then we'll kick this donkey in the butt.
Sounds great.
All right. So I'm going to start with Jason.
Hello, everyone. I am Jason Osorio. Always a pleasure to be back on the Erasmus Expeditions, especially playing a game I've never played before, but I've heard so many good things before the stream started. So yeah, I'm super pumped. Apparently I'll take to this like a duck to curdled milk or whatever analogy Jeremy used. Anyway, I'm very excited. But yeah, I'll pass it on to the next person.
Which would be Sara.
I hate intros. But yes, I am super excited to be back. This is my second Fiasco game, and of course, it's with an amazing crew, and I am so excited. You can find me on the socials, AlicexAnn, or you can see me on Mini Terrain Domain after July, every other Tuesday, with Kaeryn. We play an awesome game, Sky Metal Iron Gods. Definitely check that out. And always check out Jeremy's channel because he's always got cool shit going on.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Sara. All right, next up we've got Kaeryn.
And my button wouldn't unpress, so sorry about that. We're professionals here. Yay! I am so excited for this. Yeehaw! We're going to have some fun. I don't know what to say. This is going to...
All of this is the most Canadian thing you ever said. You started off with sorry. You're doing I would say an appropriation-y impression of a Western person.
But yeah, I feel offended, personally, as a Southerner.
Good, yay!
Also, like, yay, this is going to be great. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I'm so...
I love you so much.
This is going to be so much fun. You can find me here. I love this channel. I'm here a lot, as much as I can be. I'm also here tomorrow night, so you should come back. If you're watching this now, come back tomorrow night, because that'll be fun. And I'm also on Mini Terrain Domain, because, like Sara said, but don't come in July, because it's going to be desert, tumbleweeds over there. No, you're taking it off. But come back in August, and we'll be that. And for that, I will now pass it back to whoever wants to take it. Jeremy, it's your show. You do this.
I believe it would be Chad next. Chadley.
Okay, I'm going to be very brief with this because I'm on here more so than I like to admit. My name is Chad. If you've seen this channel, you've probably seen my face. I'm here and I'm on Mini Terrain Domain on Thursdays. Not this Thursday, though. But when we come back in August, we will be back on the regular scheduled program. And, I tell you what, Jeremy, I never say no. I don't think I've ever said no to any game you've ever asked me to be in. And you know what? I'm damn proud of it. So, yeah, that's it for me. You can find me on the socials if you want to. Outside of that, I'm ready to get to rip, roaring, and yeehaw, and then let's do this.
Let's do this. All right. Last but certainly not least, we have Cari.
Hello, I'm Cari. I'm super excited to be here. I also very seldom say no to Jeremy. One of these awesome games. This is also my second fiasco on this channel. I'm really excited about it. I am also on Mini Terrain Domain. I am on Thursday nights over there again, not in July. But I also play on Monday nights with several of these old so-and-sos and some other very colorful characters. And speaking of colorful characters, I'm very excited to play tonight and figure out who we are all going to be. This is going to be a hoot and a half. Can't wait.
Absolutely. You might even say a hoot and a holler.
Oh,
Since it is a
my
Western
God.
and
Well,
all.
we'll see. We'll see. I'm not quite sure I'm ready
Could
for
be
the
one or the
holler.
other. That's true. Nobody's ready for the holler.
I don't think so. No. Can't wait.
Awesome. You're all fantastic people. That's why I asked you to be here. So I'm very, very pleased to have the chance to play with you all again, as I've had the opportunity to play with each one of you before. But very excited to be able to introduce this game system to a new player. It makes me very excited. Yeah. So, as I stated before, it's a very rules-light system. That being said, you're probably going to witness us engage in a lot of the rules and the mechanics right now. This will be the bulk of that because it helps us build who we're going to play, how we're connected, and all of those beautiful things. So the first thing to know about Fiasco is each character will have a relationship with the character to their left and one with the character to their right. It's not to say that you can't be related in some way to somebody across the table. It's just those are going to be the two relationships that we are going to establish for each character concrete. Each one of those relationships then gets colored by like a specific... I'm trying to think of a good term for that.
Flavor.
The flavor. Thank you. Perfect. Milieu, if you will. And then you will also have a further object, location, or need that will also go between the two of you, and which will further kind of detail that relationship. From that point on, once the setup is done, at a later date, we will be playing through Act 1, and then another session will be Act 2. And each act is broken into 2 scenes per character, I believe. And we'll get into kind of the weeds about like what it means to set a scene versus resolve a scene and all that kind of stuff later. But for now, we get to roll dice. So I need from each player, including myself, I guess I should detail that. There is no game master in Fiasco. Everybody is the same role at the table. I'm just here to facilitate it just because we're broadcasting this. Okay. So everybody's going to roll 4 dice, d6s. The book refers to them as white and black. They don't have to be as long as you can tell the difference. So go ahead and roll those and then set them aside because we're going to go through and tally every single one of these. And I think I came up with a better way to do this than last time. So, does anybody have any black ones? No black ones. Okay.
No, I got.
What about
I got
Chad,
one.
Chad.
you?
does.
Do okay. So
Nope,
we have one black one. All right.
Yep.
How about black 2s? I have one.
Have one.
Sarah has 2. Jason has 1. Okay. So
I
you
have
2.
1.
You have 1. Okay, so that is me, Sarah, and Jason each have 1. So we have 3 of those. Let me copy. Of course, OBS updated like a day ago.
Classic.
Duplicate and paste duplicate. Okay, so I'm going to grab these and drag them over to the table as well.
Cool.
Neat.
Okay. Black 3s. Do you have any black 3s?
I
have-
got one.
I have
Karen's
2
got 1.
black 3s.
Carrie's got 2, so that's 3. The others? Okay. 3 of those.
I have a
as well.
black 3. Sorry.
Oh, you do as well, so that's 4.
4.
I have 4 black.
All right.
3s then.
Da-da-da-da-da.
I probably should choose a darker color for my the black. dye that I have. Like green was
2,
fine, but they're not dark enough to
3.
make a distinction.
Well, I think
and
this might be the last time we actually roll them,
4.
isn't it?
Oh.
So-
Yeah, you spend them later, but then like the value doesn't matter on them. It's only the color, so it's kind of strange. But for tonight, at the very least,
I think we re-roll at the tilt, so that's only in
Yeah.
you might be right. Yeah,
That's right.
I think you
You're
are
right.
correct.
Act 2, yeah.
You're right.
Okay, we've got 2.
Ah,
This soundtrack
Chad and
is so
Sarah,
good.
weren't you two in a lavender marriage in the last
Looks
game we
it
played?
looks like you got one
Yes.
hiding underneath
Delightful.
it too as well. Just so you.
Okay. Thank you.
The
Secret dice.
the most complex
ninja dice.
relationship I think I've ever
Oh
had
my
in a
God.
game.
It was delightful.
Right. It
Yeah.
was so
And
sad.
sad and
Yep.
tragic. It was
It was.
Fuck, that was good.
Yeah. Yep.
Again, that's one of the things that this game is best about. It weaves these intrinsically complex characters and relationships, and it's a minefield to navigate in the best way. Okay, black 4s.
1 here.
1 from Jason. Okay. Grab that one. Can I grab it? Cannot. Now I can. Whoa.
Woo! It's
Whoa.
a big,
oh,
it's a
Look
big
at the
one.
size of that 4.
It's the only one we get, so we're gonna make it count. That's why all my dice are two-handed. Any black 5s?
I got a black 5.
1 from Kaeryn. All right. We'll drag that out of there as well. And okay, black 6s.
I have a black 6.
I also do. So it's 2.
and that equals 12.
Yay!
Which
Yay!
is correct.
We did it right.
Math!
Yes. This is satisfying for me.
We won Fiasco.
That's
Congratulations.
it. Have a nice night, everybody.
Go out and buy a copy for yourself.
Yes.
You too can have fun counting to 12.
Ooh, what did I do? Copy. And you can come to the channel and watch me learn how to copy and paste in OBS.
Yay.
Riveting
Hey,
content.
Jeremy, you did it.
All right, that takes care of all the black dice. So now we're going to move over to the white dice. Any white 1s? Oh, I have the only one. Okay. White 1. Activate that.
Is alone.
Okay. White 2s. No white 2s.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow,
Okay.
how unfortunate.
Very stacked. All right. White 3s.
White 3.
White 3.
Oh my god.
So 3 of them.
It looks like Chad had.
I
Looked
got
like 4.
I had I had a
You had
white
1
three
also?
as well.
Okay.
So we got
So
4
it's
white
4
threes then.
total. All right. Let's copy. I'm all about that paste. About that paste.
No.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think of a good pun, but I couldn't. I'm giving up.
It was a valiant effort, but not really.
Thank
I'm
you.
just
No,
kidding.
couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
I actually really
In
like
real life
this
news,
version.
while Jeremy copies and pastes,
Please do.
did I tell you guys I caught a possum this morning in my live trap?
Wait, so
Ooh.
you did a
What?
lighthouse marathon, and then on top of that, caught a possum.
I'm
That's a
doing a
full
real
day.
Michigan frontierswoman kind of thing.
Sounds
But
like
right
it.
now, no, I let him go. I didn't mean to catch him. I meant to
Mm.
catch something else. So I don't mind possums. Possums are great. They
Yeah.
care for their ecosystem. But
They
anyway.
do. I have one that hangs around my house, and I'm pretty sure he was somebody's pet. Because he'll come right up into my lap and just sit there.
Terrible.
They
Kaeryn.
usually
Get out of
smell
here.
pretty bad.
That's why I just did it in the chat.
Get out of here.
I'm really proud of you. For everyone watching at home, Kaeryn just said that's impossible in the
And she
Oh.
misspelled
chat.
possum. I'm pretty sure there's a
And-
U in there somewhere.
There's an O at the beginning.
Canadian.
It's North America's only marsupial.
Ah.
Yes.
This has been biology facts with Kaeryn.
Okay. That was white 3s. White 4s.
Oh, I have one
I
of
have
those.
one.
Four here.
3. Okay.
I realize I keep muting myself, and at this point, I'm just like, why? Why do?
Oh, I
Yeah.
know,
Why do-
same.
Yeah.
It's 2.
I never mute myself, and
3.
I didn't even realize I was one of the few who doesn't mute myself. And then I got real self-conscious.
But
about
you're
it for a little
really,
while.
but you're really quiet about it. Like you're very,
Yeah.
Any game we've ever been in, I'm like, never bothered. Never
I
bothered. by any of
appreciate
it.
that.
So
I
that's-
appreciate that. I'm glad.
I love to hear your commentary.
Yes,
Thank you.
Same.
Yeah,
I try
I
to
would.
keep it
I
to
I
would
like the
rather
laughs or
hear-
the snickering, like
Your
when someone
common
says something.
Cari, maybe? Hmm?
Oh,
Golly.
I'm moving.
Starts-
This has been great.
Goodbye.
And so it begins.
Brought to you by Impossible.
You can't- we haven't even started the game, guys.
I
What
know.
you did?
Sorry, save it for the show.
sorry.
So this is
Game.
Fiasco,
No.
right?
God.
There should
This
be
is why the people buy their
three
tickets.
unaccounted for dice. Let's see if we nail it like we did the black ones.
All right.
Oh, there you
Here
go.
we go.
White 5s.
I have a white 5.
I have one too.
2. Okay.
So there should be 1 6 floating around.
All
Anyone?
right.
Anyone? Jason! Great. It worked again.
It worked again. Math.
Well.
5.
It's so little math in
and-
the summertime. I've got to.
Wait, I have a white 6.
But so do I. So 6 and 6 is 12.
Oh.
Oh no, we're
But
off.
we have one
White
extra
6s?
dice.
Oh.
I might have duplicated one an extra time or something. So we'll go back through and check it. So there's 2 white 6s.
Yeah, I have a 6.
Okay.
I give us a B plus on this one, team. You can't
Yeah.
be perfect all the time.
Truth. It's true.
We
Why
can't
not?
always count correctly to 12. That would be asking too much.
Way too much.
I think
Okay.
we just leave the 13th dice as a
I
good
think
luck
we have
charm.
one extra 4. I think,
Or a bad luck
I,
dice.
I
White
think we
4?
have one too many.
How many
4s.
white 4s did we have?
I had
have
one.
one.
I had one as well.
Yeah, so it should
So
be
3.
3.
Okay. So then that's
There are.
the
Oh,
culprit right
There's-
there.
Okay, yes, I see the other 4. Good eyeball, Kaeryn.
Where is?
As I tell my math students, being able
Okay.
to accurately self-assess is one of the hardest skills.
Truly. That was me last year. Having to tell kids, 6th graders who look at me like I'm an idiot.
All right, so that's 24 dice. That should be everything. All right, y'all. Good job. Okay. So
Yay, we
now
did it,
comes
we
the
passed.
really fun part. Okay,
Insulting
we have
the
to
book.
determine who grew up in the smallest town. That's who goes
I
first.
did.
Usually,
I'm
was
pretty
not-
positive.
pretty positive, Kaeryn, because I
How
remember
many,
last
how many
time.
street lights did you have?
0 when I grew up, but they have like maybe 2 now.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
What,
Kaeryn.
what was the
What was the
population?
pop-
Karen,
Yeah.
I was about to
Karen.
say, what's the population?
It
What's
was
the
it was 3,000 when I.
Oh yeah. No, you beat
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Like
Mine,
Easy.
mine was 1,000.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Holy shit.
Somebody
Damn.
out small town Kaeryn.
I'm
Oh.
from a village. I'm not. It's
I'm
not
from a
even a
village.
town. It's a village.
Hopes to be a town one day.
it takes a village to
All
raise
right.
people. So we did.
Exactly.
Then that decidedly means that Sarah is going to be going first.
Nice.
Oh
Yeah.
Yes.
You did it to yourself.
Hoist it on
Well,
your
actually, I
own
guess your
small-town
parents
petard.
did it to you.
I
So
know, right?
you can thank them.
no! Damn it!
Damn it, mom and dad.
Listen, I thought my little small town in Virginia was small, and then y'all made numbers like I was like, nope. We population's way more.
I was born in Houston, so I automatically lose.
I am from a tiny town. I don't even know if Cari knows it. Called Elsie.
Hell yeah. Dude, we played Ovid Elsie and Hoop when I was in high school.
Hell yeah!
The last time we played Ovid Elsie, a mouse ran through the gym. And we
That's
almost
funny.
went home.
Wow.
I'm sorry about the arrangement of the dice, Kaeryn. I'll try to fix it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Leave it,
Okay.
Jeremy. Make her
Sara,
suffer.
I'll leave one on a different row.
Yes. Yes, Jeremy.
Arrange it just like the pips on those cursed dice you shared.
Yeah,
with us.
right.
God, damn.
Um,
Kaeryn, you brought this on yourself.
Okay, Sara.
Can't take it.
So, you're going to be the first choice of the game. Congratulations.
Oh, I
So,
don't wanna be.
you have to choose a relationship. It does not have to be your relationship with Jason or with Karen's character. It just has to be a relationship. And you're going to use one of the dice from the table, the color does not matter, to determine
Okay.
what you're going to kind of spend to purchase that off of the possibilities. Okay?
I remember doing
Okay.
this last time.
So,
God.
your first choice is what kind of relationship that it is.
Mhm.
Family, work, the past, romance, crime, or community.
You guys, did Jeremy send us this in a document or something?
I can send it to you. I think I have.
Could
the
you
PDF of the
please,
original.
Jack?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yep.
Let me go look for it.
I
have the
didn't
book
write this one
on
down the way I
hand,
did
but-
with our last
No,
game.
it's okay. It's
because
But I
okay.
the
think I
last
have access
game
to
I made
Boomtown
one.
on PDF. So let me just
think
check
I-
my list.
I
Something
have the PDF as well.
You
Like
do?
I'm
Okay.
literally
What was that one
literally
section?
looking at it right now.
Go
I should
ahead.
I
actually
don't know if
check
I can
this.
get that straight. It's backwards as hell.
I might have
Okay.
that.
So give me a couple give me a minute or two.
Surely, surely.
Let's do family.
Family. All right. Family. Who's going to be related? Where do you want that to go? The only caveat, if you're going to put it between two other players, is just both of them have to be comfortable with the choice. Most everybody here is kind of a freak.
I do not want to
so-
be Chad's sibling. I refuse.
Let's make
Do
them
you-
Wow.
I mean, that's fair. That's
Do you
fair.
wanna be-
Honestly.
Absolutely not.
Do
Absolutely
you
not.
want to be siblings again?
Were we siblings last time?
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh.
So you're not going to be establishing a relationship with
Yeah.
Cari this game. Like
Yeah.
you can
Oh.
unofficially, but not purchased with dice.
Yes.
Oh. This is like a logic puzzle.
This is like a logic puzzle, and I don't like it.
You can pass if you'd like, and we can start
No,
with.
no, it's okay. I can
Kaeryn
do
would love you
this.
for that.
I'd love her for anything. Come on.
Oh,
I appreciate you.
Aw.
If I don't
Um,
have it, I can get it in 2 seconds.
I have it. I
Let's
found it.
see.
But yours might be better. Mine's an HTML document.
I want to buy cousins. I don't care who
vowel?
it's for.
cousins. Okay, so we're going to need at least one family then. So that's going to be a single one. We've got 2 ones, so we can do black or white. Where are we putting that family relationship? Between which 2 characters? It's all wet cement right now, so right now none of
It
it
is wet cement.
matters.
If you and Cari are comfortable with that,
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Are we cousins?
guys are cousins.
quite possibly.
That's awesome. How appropriate for our Wild
White.
West adventure. Be
One.
my cousin.
Me, my cousin.
Mhm.
Mom and Ians went to the store. Um, That's not. That's not. Sorry. That is accurate. I'm just saying.
Shut up. Shut up.
That's the way my cousins sound. Mom and Ians went to the store. All right. So
Man,
we
there's a lot of
have.
people out here right now.
God damn. Yeah.
God damn.
Damn.
Hold the hill here.
Too many people at the Walmart.
I reckon. Okay. So that is Sara has chosen family between Cari and I. Kaeryn, you are up next. Once again, you can either choose to establish a new relationship, or you can choose to further establish an existing relationship. So you could choose cousins right now and put it on the family die that's between Cari and I if you wanted to.
Or I can pick a different relationship.
Mhm.
Or you can pick an entirely different relationship to establish. You just pick high
I-
concept first. So
But I'm
family
gonna
work. Go ahead. Sorry.
We have so many threes. I'm going to take a 3. So the past.
Perfect. The past.
The
Okay. Where's that
past.
going?
That's going to go. That's going to go between Chad and Kaeryn.
Chad and
Yay.
Kaeryn. All right.
I like that. Okay, I'll take it. That's cool. We can use that.
Okay, Chadwick. You are up.
Dear. Well, look, I thought I had the PDF on my computer. I do not.
Okay.
I
I
do have
just-
the book with me
I just put the PDF in our
in the chat.
in the chat.
Did you?
Oh,
Thank
in
you,
the-
Kaeryn.
Yeah.
don't know if it'll work, but
messenger.
thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I didn't hit send. I will do that now.
It'll work now. Though.
Hey!
Yeah, I realized I had it on my old computer. I don't have it on this one, so like it didn't transfer.
Kaeryn.
I should have done a
Team
Google Doc. I did
always-
one for the Clue game, but it was because that one didn't exist. This one did, and I was just like, I'll just read it out of the book. But
I'm
having
making
it
a
for y'all
Google
would be
Doc
good,
right
yeah.
now.
you
Thank
are
you.
an angel, Sarah.
Nice.
Thank you. Okay. So
Page
yeah, we've got
72.
family, work, the past, romance, crime, or community.
Heck yeah.
All good
All right.
choices. There's got to be at least one romance somewhere.
Where? Oh, where? You said what page was it on?
72.
in the book.
72.
And here I am scrolling like a schmuck.
Whammo. Okay.
What a schmuck!
Um, okay. So we have, let's see, family, work, past, romance, crime, community. I don't know, man. Relationship wise, I don't know. It's been a minute since I've played this one, so like all
Mhm.
these are really good. And let's see. Well, I feel like we need some form of crime.
Always.
Mhm.
Always a
Form
good
of
choice.
crime.
Call it
What
the
movies
Wild
Crime.
West
do
for a
we
reason.
have?
Be a
Okay.
cowboy, do crimes.
Three.
Be a cowboy, do crimes.
How many? We got lots of threes.
So
lots
for
of
crime?
fours, lots of
So you're not
fives.
choosing the type of crime yet.
Right.
Right now you're
No.
picking high concept. So if
High
you want
concept is
crime and you're
crime.
sure you want crime, then we'll go ahead and nab a 5.
Okay. Yep.
Where do you want that to end up? Where's crime? Where's crime
Yeah.
happening?
You know, I think I would like for the crime to be in between Jason and Sarah. I don't know why,
Ooh.
but I'm excited about it.
Okay. Jason, Sarah, you both good with that?
Absolutely.
All right.
Either one of you has
Yippers.
committed a crime to the other or something or
Mhm.
together. I don't know yet, but I
We
think
could be
that's a
crime
cool-
buddies.
I think that's a cool
Crimes.
deal.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Hey,
Okay, that brings us to Cari. Cari, you want to
Awesome.
establish a relationship or add to one?
Let's see. So we currently have, just looking at the dice we have here, got a couple of sixes. Okay, so I'm sorry.
You're
So
good.
I just get to it's
You're picking
the
the
high
high
concept
concept.
first,
Yep.
Right.
right? Okay.
Within the
okay.
high
Correct.
concept.
So community.
Unless you
okay.
want to establish a further detail about
Correct. That has
one that's already
been.
on the board.
Okay. All right. Just going back and seeing what we got. Okay. Okay. We are family. We are cousin. So it has been established that Jeremy and I are cousins.
No,
We are
it's been
family.
established
Family.
Yeah. We're
Right.
just family.
As of now.
Okay. Well, I think I will just go ahead and make us siblings.
Okay.
Fuck cousins.
Oh,
Don't do
No,
that. Don't do that.
No,
Depends on the time
I mean,
period, I guess, in
phrasing,
the Western.
phrasing.
I mean,
it's
The
possible.
Erasmus Expeditions does not endorse cousin fucking.
Come.
it depends on goodness
like-
gracious.
See my earlier
Jeremy,
comment.
are you-
What
are you
about-
cool with being my
demographic
sibling?
do you end up in? That's the question.
Yes,
Like,
absolutely.
My God.
Ugh,
Okay.
See my earlier comment.
good shit.
Not being inaccurate.
The hills have lots of eyes.
Because of the inbreeding.
All Habsburg chin, you know.
That chin
Okay.
is looking awfully recessed.
Amazing.
Terrible
Love
people.
it. Super.
Gonna
All right, so
turn
we are-
into a tomato by the end of the night. It's gonna be.
We are siblings. Perfect. We
Okay.
don't have a romance yet. Work or community? What else do we have? Crime.
So much crime.
Not
Oh,
enough
much
crime.
Always time.
Never
for crime.
enough.
Uh,
A lot of options for the past.
ooh, I really, really want this one in the game.
Okay.
Somewhere.
So,
Okay.
if Chad and Kaeryn are okay with it, I think I want to
Mhm.
define their past relationship with a
Okay.
5,
Oh yes, that's what I wanted
both
to.
Which is-
married to the same spouse,
Oh my
either
God.
sequentially or tandem. Because
We
that's a
were-
juicy
Beautiful.
fucking lead
Married
right
to
there.
the same. So just so I heard that correctly, married to the
Yes.
same spouse.
Yes.
Either
Okay.
sequentially or in tandem. So either at the same time or one after the other.
That is
Beauty.
just the right amount of spice.
That is.
That's Fiasco. Okay, we're back around the horn to Jason. Oh no, you haven't gone yet. I'm sorry. We started with Sara. Jason,
Yeah.
it is your choice, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna do community, and it has to be either between me and you or me and Sara. Is that correct, Jeremy?
No, you
Or-
can
or
choose
me.
as long as both players are okay with it. It can be wherever
You
you
can
want
place
on the
the
board.
die wherever you like.
Okay,
Yeah, there's
cool.
3 spots open really too, right? There's
Yeah.
Chad and I
Yeah.
are
Right.
yet strangers. Jeremy and
Right.
you, or Sara and Kaeryn.
Okay, then why don't we do a die for community between me and you, Jeremy, if you're cool with that.
Absolutely. Yep. And that is a 6. Grab. And I should say also, we don't have to have everything established before we move on to the items, objects, or needs. So if something just really screams at you from one of those lists, you can put it on a relationship that's already established. The only caveat is the relationship has to be established before you can add one of those to it.
Got it.
Okay, so we've got community between Jason and I. So now we're back around the horn to Sara.
Ah,
Yeah, surprise.
surprise.
Huh.
Okay. Let's see. You know what? We don't have work.
It's true.
Are Chad and Cari, are you guys cool with being connected through work?
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds fine. That sounds wonderful. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Work together.
One of those 2s. Put that there.
Right.
All right. Kaeryn.
All right, Sarah. Are you okay if we're connected by romance?
I'm totally fine. I'm
Okay.
totally fine with
Hot.
that.
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Romance. That would be a 4.
Oh,
Oh wait. Oh no.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
Which could possibly
Oh,
be
No. Oh dear.
that Chad and Sara may also be connected.
It comes full circle. It
The
comes
plot
back around.
thickens.
Oh
This is
dear.
This is already very great.
Okay, that brings us to Chad.
Oh my.
we have
okay.
All of the baseline relationships established.
Uh-huh.
4 more that need to be specified.
To specify.
And then we can start also moving into needs, locations, or objects that will further color these relationships.
Okay. Ooh. Let's see. I like giving. Here's the thing. I don't like deciding for myself. I think it's interesting if I decide for others, as opposed to me going, "Ooh, yeah, partnership."
Totally,
yeah,
totally acceptable.
So I'm of the mindset that the best way to go about this is to look into like community or crime, and then like try to establish those.
Certainly.
So yeah, for I think we'll go with yeah. Let's go with community because I want to see what you guys will do together.
Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have one of every die type remaining.
One of every die type remaining, so I can choose
any choice.
Wish.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Manager special.
So much fun here, guys, because there's so many things that I would love to see both of you do. But I don't know why, but it's just calling to me. That
You gotta go with your gut.
With the sheriff and the deputy.
The sheriff and deputy. That's good with me if it's good for you, Jason.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
I love the
All right.
idea of the two of you being some sort of a sheriff and deputy combo.
Why do I hear Andy Griffith and Don Knotts?
Yeah.
Oh, golly, Andy.
Well, Jay Wes.
Of course you have a Don Knotts.
Here's what I love. Is it my turn next?
It is,
Are we
yes.
going around the horn?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. This is
Going
the
around the
best
horn.
because fucking even though we're sheriff and deputy over here, Jason and Sarah are connected by crime.
Yep,
Right?
I was just thinking that. I was like,
Absolutely.
wait a second.
This is the one
Beautiful.
because, also because
Yes!
Chad threw down the nobility not choosing for yourself gauntlet, so I'm gonna choose what crime these two are involved
Oh
in.
no!
I love it.
Yes.
And let's see. I think
Still have one of everything.
we're just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give you two a challenge.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
I'm gonna say you guys are. I don't know if this is too out there though. Thieves. Like, what if
Sure.
you're just like? So maybe I don't know. You guys can decide how to flavor this, but you two have a thievery crime background.
Stealing from
It might
something.
even come up in the objects, locations, or needs.
Yeah.
Something from
Yeah.
those
Cool,
might
cool.
kind of
Yep.
inform
Yes.
that.
Cool.
Yep.
Maybe I went
Okay.
straight, which is how I ended up becoming either a sheriff or a deputy. Interesting.
Or maybe
be.
you're
Or
still
you're just a
in
Or maybe
crime.
I'm still-
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
Playing both sides of the badge.
Yep, I like it a lot.
Yes.
Man,
Okay.
a corrupted Don Knotts.
That sounds
Don't bring
terrible.
Don into this.
Don't bring Don into this.
Dawn the Dawn.
What do you mean?
Don,
I
Don,
wasn't
Don.
stealing from nobody.
Don,
It's
Don.
just this is what I had for breakfast this morning. Yeah. I got
Explain
this,
that blood on your collar, then.
I got this
Um,
from the church fair and square. Now you leave me alone. Ah.
So we've got
Hello.
two relationships that are looking for further explanation. We've got 2 and 4, work or romance. Well, let's look at this romance thing.
Let's look at this romance thing. See what we
Let's
can do.
look at her. See what's under the hood.
Okay.
It's
How
a
are-
sawed-off
How are
shotgun.
Kaeryn and Chad connected again?
We are married to the same spouse.
We were.
You
or,
have the same
'cause
spouse.
It's a,
Okay.
it's a past.
I was gonna
It's
say-
were or are.
That's right.
Currently
Yes.
married to the
Right.
same spouse. Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Let's do current spouses then.
Okay.
I grab
Okay.
a 2. Are both of you okay with that?
Oh yeah.
There's not a ton of stuff. I thought about mail order bride and groom, but I don't know. We also did that the first time that we played this setting, so I'm like, eh.
Got to do
Okay.
something different. Something,
So-
something unique.
that comes back to Jason.
Okay, so remind me. So we're basically sort of specifying relationships that have already been established. Is that correct?
Yes,
That's the
or
idea.
if you
Okay.
want, you can go ahead and jump the shark and get started on needs, locations, or objects that will also color these relationships.
Gotcha. Okay.
Every relationship will have one of those three things as well.
You know what? Let's do this. So Chad and Cari are connected through work. Is that
Through our
correct?
work.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
We
correct.
just haven't established what we are.
Got it. Let
what
me
we do
see
for a living.
here. Let me see what the dice are that we have available here. Hang on.
We still have one of everything, I think. Yeah.
Oh, do we? Perfect.
Yeah.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do a 5 under work, salesman customer, because I'm curious to see what comes of
Interesting.
that
Oh,
for Chad and Cari under work.
Okay. I love that. I love that.
A little bit of snake oil in there, maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
We got a white 5 somewhere. Right there. Nope. That's that one. Okay.
so that was our last 5. So we no longer have 5.
All right. Good to know. Thank you. Okay. So now we have every relationship established as well as kind of specified. So now the only thing that remains is to choose the needs, locations, and objects that are going to go out. Every relationship will have one of these 3 things, and only one of them. It's best if we have at least one of each of them. So, Sarah, you're starting us off again.
Eva.
We need to look at needs, locations, or objects for any of the relationships on the board.
Okay.
Just for the audience's sake, while you're taking a look, the needs we have to choose from are to get free, to get even, to get rich, to get respect, to get away, or to get laid. The locations are residences, the Bradford Hotel, the decent part of town, across the tracks, up in the hills, or Indian country. The last subject are objects: untoward, transportation, weapon, information, valuables, or sentimental.
I like how one of the objects under sentimental is a newborn baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
famously
that came up.
unknown object.
Yes, yes.
Jason, you joke, but
And
that
sentimental.
came up our first game.
Did it
That
Yeah, I
really?
was gonna say that was in there too.
Yeah.
And I think it was with the mail order bride and
With
groom.
the mail order bride group. Yeah.
It got
Perfect.
dark. It got
I bet
really
it did.
dark.
I bet
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that sounds
it did. I bet it
horrifying.
did.
We
Yeah.
Sounds
can't
so
air.
juicy.
I'm pretty sure we couldn't air that even on this channel.
Oh,
I think
no.
it would
I
be
still
like-
have the audio recording that we
I do
took during that
too.
game.
I do too.
Garth shared that with everybody, and I still have it
Yeah.
saved on my computer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It
I
was
need to
the
hear
best.
it though.
I need
Like,
to hear it.
for real.
I'll play it after we're done. I'll play it
Fuck
after
yeah.
we're done.
It's like 5 hours long.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Oh my god.
I don't know if my phone caught 5 hours. I think yours did, but I think I got like 40 minutes. But it's good. It's good enough.
I'm gonna go for objects.
Okay.
Okay.
I am going to do number 6, which is sentimental.
Sentimental. Okay.
Great.
I like a good sentimental object. I like a good sentimental object. Pull at the heartstrings, baby. Let's go.
Wait.
And I am going to put it, if you guys are okay with it, between Jeremy and Cari.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we're
As siblings, that's a great choice.
That is great.
I'm
Okay.
eager to find out what that is.
Yes.
Okay. Kaeryn.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Writing this
Hmm.
down. It's not-
Needs are usually pretty juicy too. I haven't
Mhm.
taken a look at them yet, but
We've got lots of 4s and 3s.
lots of 3s. 5 different.
Mhm.
No, yeah, 5 3s.
Okay, let's okay, this is probably cliche-ish, but we have this crime
Mhm.
crime couple. They need to get rich.
That's
Need to
great.
get rich. Okay. That's between Jason and Sara?
Yeah, if you guys are okay with it.
Yes. I hate money. Money is the worst thing.
Okay. All right. That means, Chad, you're next. We have a need and a object so far.
Oh dear. Okay.
We will need one
well,
location before we're done. But
Okay.
other than that, it's kind of free game.
So
1, 2, 3, 4. So we have everything but a 5 currently.
everything but a 5.
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Everything but a 5. Hmm. Why is it so hard to make these choices?
I know.
Because
It's
there's
so
too
so
many
many
ones.
Because you're thinking too much.
Last
You're
time
thinking
it
about
felt
all
so-
that could be implied.
Exactly.
Last time
Yep.
it felt so easy. This time it's like, oh
Dude.
no, I'm locked up.
Like Cari said, you're hanging too much on it. You're thinking about like where it might eventually
What
go.
could happen?
Don't
Just,
yeah. Like
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what you choose, it's gonna be incredible.
Okay,
Shoot from
so
the hip,
let's
baby.
let's just shoot from the hip. What do we got?
Yes.
What do we got left? I'm just gonna look at the numbers we got left, and then
Lots
got
of
everything
3s
but
and 4s.
fives.
lots of 3s and 4s. Then let's
Mhm.
go 4, and let's go to get respect. We'll use
Okay, another
to
need to get respect.
Yep.
All right, where is that gonna go?
Ooh, you know what? Actually, I think it would be cool if that goes between. You know, I think it'd be interesting if that goes between me and Cari, actually. But to get
I think so.
respect.
Oh yeah.
As a work relationship?
Yeah, as a work relationship.
I have a quick question
Yeah.
Mhm.
about the work relationship. It says I already lost it. Yeah, salesman / customer. Does that mean salesman or customer, or we each have to be one or the other?
Right.
No, we could both.
One of you is
yeah,
the salesman.
One of us
the other is
yeah,
the
one of us
customer.
is yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, just like we're up in family, it says parent / son or daughter-in-law.
Ah, yeah, I could have.
Yeah,
I suppose done a little
it
context
defines
clues.
two ends of the relationship, if you will.
Okay.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so we've got a 4 under needs to get respect. Are we putting that between you and Cari?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
How does that work?
Cool.
Okay. I think that makes a lot of sense. Okay, Cari.
Okay. Let me see. I think, okay, let's see. I'm just trying to remember what everybody else's things were.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, it's
literally
harder
trying to
with-
write I'm trying to
with
write
index
a
I tried
to
for
take
all
notes,
the
but I-
numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to go back
Okay.
and rewatch it, make sure I get everything right. But
yeah. I'm gonna go. So we have community, sheriff, and deputy. I want to establish that one. Oh, this is fucking perfect. Yeah. I think this is gonna be.
What you got?
We're gonna go. I'm gonna establish the need to get free
need to get
between you and Jason.
free. Okay, so that goes a 1 between Jason and I. That works for me. If it
Correct.
works for you, Jason.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
There's kind of. I'm just looking at the options beneath that, and there's a lot that could work there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, we got that there.
I'm even color coding this doc.
Nice.
Jesus.
Like a
Genius.
mouse.
I love having one very like anal retentive person.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like that makes me so happy.
You're
Thank you, Sarah.
you're in amongst a bunch of them, but it's like I
Mhm.
can't keep up.
You are a fucking hero, dude.
Okay.
God bless.
We have no location chosen
Mm.
yet. So I
No,
think
not
I
yet.
am going to go ahead and do that. What do we got? Everything except for a 1 or a 5?
Mhm.
Okay. No residences are up in the hill. Town, Bradford Hotel. I'm going to go for the Bradford Hotel. That sounds like fun. I'm going to take that too. As for where I'm going to stick it, this is why people come to this channel.
Because we're all 5.
We're all freaks.
So dirty.
Bradford Hotel. Okay. It's got to be between Chad and Kaeryn.
Hey, I
Yes,
was just
yes,
thinking that.
If the two of you are
Alright.
okay with that. Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
No, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Dunsky. Okay. Jason.
Okay, and we can also do objects if we want to. Is that correct?
Yes.
Jeremy? Okay,
Yep. It's just every relationship only gets 1.
got it. Okay.
Or just like the first time around, if you wanted to, instead of giving the high concept between a relationship, then you can give a specific
Specified.
underneath that. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do, I think, a weapon,
Ooh,
and
good
I'm
choice.
actually gonna do a weapon between Sara and Kaeryn.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like that.
Ooh,
I
I
like
think
that.
that
Is
that okay
whole
with-
current other spouse thing might
Yep.
go out the window.
Yep, yep, yep,
Yes.
yep, 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 yep.
Is that good with both of y'all?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Karen's rubbing her hands together in glee. So
Wondering what we're going to do with this weapon.
Yay!
The only
I
thing that makes
love
me very
weapons.
sad is there's no more
Violence.
5, so it can't be a crateable dynamite, which just makes me sad. But
Aw.
still.
Well,
call
That,
back.
that is kind of
Call back
sad.
to
you're actually not you're not correct 100%.
Oh.
Because the last die on the table
Mhm.
is
It's
wild.
wild. Yep.
Oh,
It's always wild.
Ooh,
So
Fun.
you can choose to
very cool.
change it.
So yeah. If it comes down to it at the end and
Remarkable.
that has not been established or specified, then we could certainly make it that.
Nice.
Okay, that brings us back to Sarah.
Ah.
Ah,
Let's
Womogian.
see.
it looks like everything
I was gonna
is
say it looks like
established, yeah.
everything is established.
so now it's just on to specifying what they all are.
So okay, we've got 3s, 6s, and 4s. I think I am going to establish Chad and Karen's Bradford Hotel.
Ooh,
Oh,
okay, excellent.
lovely. Okay.
We've got
Um,
3s, 4s, and
I-
6.
I am definitely doing if it's okay with the two of you, the brothel billiard parlor.
Hell
you,
yeah.
you and me have got like, we're like right there. We're mind melding because I was going to pick that one if
Listen.
you didn't.
Listen.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I mean, when
Listen,
Horan is an option.
hey, I thought today was my day to be at the whorehouse. Why is she at the whorehouse right now?
Taking fucking turns. We live in a society.
We live in a
Goddamn.
society.
We both
Between Chad
married the
and
same
Kaeryn,
person.
right?
We
Bradford Hotel.
both married the same person. We don't
It's
get the
my
whore
night.
around at the same
You
time.
can't
my
both use
night
the
with
same
her.
whores too.
You do your
Jesus.
whoring on Sundays, okay? You leave me alone.
Wow. The Lord's Day.
This town is fucked.
The Sabbath.
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day.
Amazing. Amazing.
They did say he rested on Sunday, so I mean, like,
The second
Chad's
coming of
over here
Christ.
selling Bibles.
Didn't say what he
Something.
rested on.
exactly. Amen.
It's the second coming. All right. We
I'm gonna get struck by lightning after this.
it hadn't happened yet. All right. that was Sarah's choice. So Kaeryn, you're up next. We've got 3s,
okay.
4s, and a 6 remaining.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember. So we've got this
Mhm.
need to get rich between Jason and Sarah. We have this
Ye-
need to get free,
Yes, between Jason
Jeremy
and
and
I.
Jason.
and then
To get respect between Cari and Chad.
to get respect between
Lots of needs. Some needy fucking people.
needy fucking people. And
Needy fucking
what
people.
is your between Jeremy and Cari is what?
It
There's
was
a
a
sentimental item.
sentimental
Sentimental
item.
object.
A sentimental object.
Object.
Oh, I'll leave that for somebody else. I'll do a need. Let's do a need. Do.
3, 4,
Hmm.
6.
I want to start building the strings
Ooh.
already, but it's like I feel like we're just I'm a little too early. I'm a little too early. I'm a little jumping the gun. So
You are a little too
I-
early.
Don't do it. Stop.
wait
Stop
till
it.
all the dice are on the board and then work.
Take the breaks,
Stop.
man.
Okay. That's
Settle down.
I want to put a 3. I want to put a 3 between Cari and Chad.
Okay, what is that? What is that?
To get
mean?
respect.
You want to get respect from your lover by proving yourself. I don't know which one of you's got the lover
Okay.
that needs to prove himself, but
Oh, interesting.
there we go.
Oh my.
Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Does that work for the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I can make that
Yeah.
work.
All right, let me find the die
Amazing.
that is
Amazing.
still on the table. There we go.
Oh my! I've already got an idea ruminating now, and it's pretty...
I love how this game just like sets all of the crystal on the edge of the table and then just goes, okay, here you go.
Yeah, and I'm the cat. I'm the cat that's like,
I'm gonna go ahead and walk away now.
Yeah,
Make
just
sure you
gonna
don't
turn
bump
around.
that table.
It's like setting up the dominoes, like just waiting for them to fall. Okay. So that was Kaeryn.
That was me. Yeah.
Okay, so Chad, it is your turn.
okay, so we've got 2 4s, a 3, and a 6. Since Kaeryn didn't want to give you guys that sentimental object, I think I will do that
Ooh,
for you.
Okay.
Because that sounds fun to me.
Oh.
Now, my question is, where the fuck is that item? Where is it? Where's the
79.
list? Oh, there it is.
79.
Okay, cool. We said sentimental object. Oh, okay.
I agree. Yeah.
We have
Oh, man.
4s.
There's some
We
good
have
ones on there.
4s,
4, 3, or 6.
4,
Yep.
3, or 6.
Oh.
Dude.
Mhm.
We are siblings.
Yeah,
Yep.
6 is pretty sexy. I'm not gonna lie.
I do. That's
I
the
had
one
my
I was
heart
looking
set on
at.
6, but
Sexy
Chad,
6.
it's Chad's choice.
No,
Yeah,
y'all,
100%.
y'all, it makes sense. Let's do that. The sentimental object is a dying man's last words.
Okay,
Y'all choose who that dying man is
I mean,
together.
I mean, it's
That's
our
fine.
Dad, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
It's gotta be our dad.
Gotta be the
Daddy.
dad. Daddy,
Diddy.
Daddy is
I-
a state of mind.
Daddy, I need to earn your respect. I love you. Goodbye.
Daddy, why'd you leave?
Oh my god.
Because
You
I
got,
don't.
you got the typhoid.
Oh
The
God.
sickness, the consumption.
The tuberculosis.
The consumption.
Tuberculosis.
Got that tuberculosis thing.
TV.
Burnt.
I'm afraid.
Tuberculosis.
Okay.
All right, so Cari, yeah, you're up. We've got
Wow.
3 and 4s remaining.
Okay. So once again, I am desperately trying to remember. So
You're good.
Jason and Sarah's 3 there. The bottom 3 is
To get rich. A need to get rich.
Yeah,
Yes.
need to get
They're
rich.
trying to get rich.
okay. Well, I mean, ooh.
They're both,
Oh.
Honestly,
both
both of those
sexy.
could work really
Okay,
well.
no, you're gonna be buying various officials. This is
Hell
why
yeah.
you have
Hell
you're
yeah.
in law enforcement. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
Yes.
that makes sense.
Yep.
I love
You're gonna
it.
get in with the in crowd and then see if you can't convince them to be like, hey, I think you should vote this way.
Hell
Vote for
yeah.
vote for Creative Dynamite
Hey, listen.
2026.
The reason
Incredible
why
Dynamite 2028.
the reason why they're at the brothel is because she's the most popular.
There you go.
So popular. You know how popular I am?
Okay, so a 3 or a 4 is left to me. We've got romance or Jason and I's
Need to get free.
to get free. Let's see.
We have a
to get
weapon. We have a
free.
weapon. A weapon.
weapon.
Oh yeah, we have a weapon too.
Yeah.
Oh, 3 or 4. Oh, but we were trying to save the last one. I'm going to save the last one.
We were
I'm not
trying
gonna
to
do
save the last
yeah,
one for
creative
something that
dynamite.
rhymes with Schmade of Schmite.
Schmite.
But I also kind of like the one that rhymes with schlong.
The one that rhymes with schlong.
With schlingle
With
schlongle.
schlong? Is the word schlong?
Is it just schlong?
I guess technically it does rhyme.
I mean, that's a stick of dynamite in and of itself. So
That's true.
Wrong.
it was,
Weeping nitroglycerin, if you want to talk about it that way.
Oh, good lord.
God damn. Jason's going to fit in here just.
Hell yeah.
My weeping dynamite.
I'm
God.
gonna call it that from now
Pretty
on.
sure that was my stage name in
I was
college.
just going to say, that's totally my stripper name, Weeping Dynamite.
Played bass for Weeping Dynamite in college.
That's the name
Drip,
of
drip, boom.
our improv team, Weeping Dynamite.
Weeping dynamite.
Guys, for this dynamite, I need everyone on this side of the stage. Give
Oh
me
my
a
God.
word that rhymes with H.
And if you don't do it, he's going to cry.
he's gonna cry.
Okay, so my choices are then to get free of a business commitment or to get free of a relationship with a lover. I feel like we have a lot going on with a lover situation already.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think that needs further entanglement. So I'm going to go with a business commitment. I don't know what that is or why or how, but I think that's the options that we got. So
Sounds good to me.
we're going to figure it out. Which leaves the last one for you, Jason, as a wild die. What's
Okay.
it going to be?
So the weapon potentially needs to be specified, but we may save that for later. And then what else needs to be specified?
Just
That's
the
it.
weapon.
Just the weapon?
Mhm.
Okay. What is the 4 on the weapon?
But you can. It's a wild.
It's a wild.
Yeah, it's a
You can
wild,
pick
so you
anything.
can pick any one.
Oh, okay. So this one's wild. I can pick anything, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
but
cool.
if the four works for you, you can
No,
take the 4,
I am
but-
absolutely making the weapon a 5, a crate of old dynamite, weeping nitroglycerin.
Excellent.
Hell yeah, let's go.
It must be.
What could
Yes.
possibly go wrong? Okay, so that is everything established
Nice.
for the setup, I believe. So
Now we just start.
what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go around quickly and kind of reiterate everything, talk about what we think about that situation. We don't have to plan long-term stuff. It's better that we don't. But let's see. Between Sara and Kaeryn, we have a romance that is current spouses.
Yes.
Okay. Which is further defined by a weapon that is a case of dynamite that is weeping nitroglycerin.
Yes.
Yeah, the weeping
That is-
nitroglycerin is extremely important.
It is. It's printed
So
largely on the side
Yeah.
Indeed,
of the
yes.
crate.
Dynamite _ weeping nitroglycerin.
Weeping nitroglycerin.
TM.
Yeah, that's literally the name of the dynamite.
That's the name of the
Weeping
company.
nitroglycerin.
It ain't real dynamite if it ain't weeping nitroglycerin.
Fuck snake oil.
Fuck snake oil. You need to be weeping nitroglycerin.
Perfect. Okay, that is already a fiasco in and of itself.
Uh-huh.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Between Kaeryn and Chad, we have the past, former spouse, or I guess we need to establish that. Is it concurrent? Is it tandem? Are you courting the same heart? Or
Ooh.
is it sequential?
I kind of think it might be more disastrous if it was current.
I
Yes.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Yes. I like that.
Who can keep track of the fucking paperwork in the old West?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
Who's going through
Even
all
his
the marriage
paperwork.
licenses?
What if this, and this is just me spitballing here, because like I'm getting an idea here. The moment that Sara and Karen's relationship was kind of established, I kind of thought, okay, well, if this is past, what if it's a situation of we're still like either we're still married, Kaeryn, you and I are still married, or my character and Sara's character are still married, and there needs to be divorce papers filed.
Oh.
But one of you has not, like either you have not filed it or I have not filed it for a reason. So we're still married, and that can't happen. And in the
Married on
Wild West,
paper.
it's like we're married on paper, but like we don't necessarily recognize it. You know?
Okay.
And then maybe one of us, I don't know which one of you wants to do it, but like either I'll get jealous or one of you will get jealous, because like ultimately we see the other person ish moving on, and it's like, well, wait a minute, hold up, you can't do that, we're still married. You can't do that.
I would love to believe that maybe your spouse was Sara, if Sarah's all right with that, and then I don't actually even know about it until we start this.
Right.
Oh,
my
God.
Fair enough. I
Cool.
love that. Yeah.
Which makes sense, because y'all's past was connected by, caring for the same heart. So that would make Sara's character. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Very interesting. Again, another fiasco in the making. Powder keg waiting to go off.
In the Bradford Hotel at the brothel billiard parlor.
That's right.
Oh,
That's
yes.
right. I forgot about that. Yep.
Going for your ready-made.
Where we find out all this information.
While people just awkwardly play pool in the background. Are they okay?
Right.
Just
I mean,
break.
Jason, either way, you're shooting sticks. So, like, what? Like, either way,
Balls in the pocket.
Balls in the pocket.
Yes.
Gotta protect those balls.
Those billiard parlors that had no billiard tables in them.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, we have between Chad and Cari, a work relationship that is salesman and customer.
So all of this talk of a sordid love triangle gave me an idea.
Okay. Ooh, I like this.
I'm down. I'm hearing it. What you got?
I could sell a variety of items. I mean, I'm sure that if you say wanted to get rid of either of those ladies, there's an item in the way back of the cart, and you are my customer. All that to say, I sell a variety of items, and a lot of oils and tonics and tinctures and such.
Aqua Tavana.
Aqua Tavita. So I could, Chad, what do you have in mind? You always have something in mind.
So I like where this is going, and the only reason why I think it fits for you to be the salesman. Hear me out, okay? For you to be the salesman is because you and Jeremy have a sibling connection, right? And we already know that Jeremy and Jason's characters are already going to be some sort of a corrupt sheriff deputy.
Whoa.
Hey, let's not paint him with that brush.
You're saying the quiet part out loud.
Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So it would make sense that maybe in a way your character is also somewhat corrupt.
I sell snake oil. Of course I'm corrupt.
You sell snake oil. You're a snake oil salesman.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that, you might be sending this guy down the river, but have you ever watched Fargo? Like, have you
fucking dude? I literally watched Fargo like 3 days ago.
Good.
I love that
but
movie.
like the idea of like a William H. Macy level, like he thoroughly and wholeheartedly believes you on everything because, like, in his eyes,
Oh yeah.
it
Blood
it's
has been
the self,
shed,
right?
Jerry.
Blood, yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Blood has been shed. How do I get back at this? How do I get back to this person? I
Mhm.
need you to help me do it. And as innocently as possible, he's like,
Yeah.
I want something or an event to happen, maybe, that will
Oh, yeah.
ultimately
Oh yeah.
end that.
Yes.
How can
So
we have that happen?
this is
Okay.
ideal. Let's play this out in game.
Yeah, for sure.
Salesman, customer.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
And it's built on to get respect, correct?
To get respect. So I think for me, for my character, it's to get respect from the person that's wronged me, right?
What was the die that we
And-
chose to define it? Was
Lover.
3 from your lover by proving yourself.
From your lover by proving yourself. So I have to do something to prove myself.
So it could be Sarah's character again that's being referenced.
Yep.
You're trying to prove yourself by getting respect from Carrie's character somehow to prove yourself to Sarah's character. Interesting. Okay.
Okay.
It'll be very interesting. So we got to figure out, well, at some point, Chad, you'll have to figure out who your guy is and how he fits into that little triangle.
Perfect.
Okay. And then between Cari and I, we are siblings, who are defined by sentimental
Siblings.
item
Oh.
of a dying man's last words. Okay. I was thinking male for my character. It's usually what I kind of default to.
Oh, like I literally thought you meant MAIL. I was like, what kind?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
he's a mailman, obviously.
he's a male player.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I know
gonna
there's a
be-
male plane.
Mail time.
I'm gonna be
Mail time.
I'm gonna be female. It's cool.
Okay,
So
brother sister.
yeah, perfect. I think yeah. The dying man's last words. What I was thinking would be a good open-ended like place to start was that like I think dear old dad probably just wanted us both to like make it big.
Okay.
In some way, shape, or form. So that's just my very, very rudimentary jumping off point. Maybe could you expand?
So I think that it's a very interesting thing that you are established as being somewhat transient, being like a salesman of some kind. And I'm established as being very sedimentary, or sedentary rather. So a job that keeps me here in town as a sheriff or a deputy.
Yes.
So that already has kind of an interesting dichotomy to it because
correct.
you're always away and I'm always here. So
I'm seeing myself very much like just coming back into town at the beginning of this.
Yes,
fiasco.
absolutely. So I'm trying to think of something that might play with that or flip that on its head somehow. Maybe the sentimental item is a letter that you got from our father who recently passed that I have not seen yet.
Ooh.
So,
and you know what? So yes, perfect.
Okay.
The whole like coming back around, wanting us both to make it,
sure,
quote unquote. I think we see that very differently because of who you are and being kind of a homebody, and me traveling. I always pitch it as like traveling the world. It's like I go in like a 50-mile radius, but
it is the world.
But happiness and making it for us can look very different, and I imagine that causes a little bit of friction between us as siblings.
Agreed. Perfect.
Which is a great place to start.
Absolutely. This game is all about friction.
Yes. Love it. Love it.
Like
Love it.
my other favorite games.
Amazing.
All right. We also have between myself and Jason a community relationship. We are sheriff and deputy, that is further defined by a need to get free
Of a
Of a
business.
business
of a
commitment.
business commitment. That's interesting. Okay. There's a little bit to unpack in that one for me.
I was thinking, and
yeah,
only
what you got?
because I was thinking about the movie The Quick and the Dead, which is a great
Which one?
Western movie. The first one, I never saw the second
Sam
one.
Raimi, bro.
Yeah,
there's the
so
Sam
good.
Raimi one, and then there's the other one that takes place in
Oh.
Australia.
The one with Gene Hackman.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
the good
The
So
shootout one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking, so maybe I could be the sheriff and you would be the deputy in that relationship.
Okay.
Maybe like instead of it being like in The Quick and the Dead, where sort of the corrupt, this former outlaw has become the mayor of the town. Maybe the business commitment is something connected to the town's mayor somehow. Like I don't like almost like the Palpatine Vader kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't know. I was kind of thinking about something like that because I'm trying to think of like what other business commitments I could potentially be tied up in. But I think that one kind of makes some kind of sense. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
want to throw this out there.
Please.
So we already know coming up that you've got some sort of thieving deal between you and Sara. What if that's the business commitment that you're trying to get out of?
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
So like I'm
Jason or
happy.
I
My
am?
oh yeah, that's a good point. Go ahead, Kaeryn. What did you have in mind?
Oh no, that was what I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Kaeryn, Jason is trying to get out of his commitment, or Jeremy is trying to get out of his commitment?
Jason.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That could work.
Because you know that it's all fucking rotten, and you're a man of the law, but like,
Okay.
I'm also
Okay,
buying off officials
so-
though, so
Yeah, I forgot.
But that's maybe why you're like-
That's great.
that was my.
You're
that was
just
my
giving
game.
me the money to buy off the official.
Like what is Sarah's character got over you that she's got you in this thing to get rich that you need to get out of?
That could be interesting.
So-
Yeah, I like that.
So if that's the case, then that sounds like maybe the conflict there is that I am trying to prevent you from getting free from this business commitment.
That could work. Yeah.
So if that is the case, would it make more sense for me to be the sheriff and you to be
I
the
think
deputy?
so. Yeah, I was just
So
thinking.
that's the way I have you under my thumb, is the fact that I literally, am your employer or what have you.
Yeah, that could work. That absolutely makes sense to me.
Okay. So I am the sheriff, you're my deputy, and I am maybe I am also involved in whatever scheme that you have going on.
Right.
You've already bought one official.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And I won't let you back out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Because you need to make it big or
Right.
whatever.
Yes.
because
Big.
Because I
Right.
need to succeed. Yeah.
Because you need to
Success.
succeed.
Okay.
I dig it.
Okay. Excellent. And then last but not least, between Jason and Sara, we have Cream.
Cream.
That is what kind of crime again? Thieves.
Mhm.
Thieves. And then is a need to get rich by exploiting,
Buying officials, I think.
buying various officials. Okay.
Right.
Cool. Is there anything that we need to establish as far as that goes?
I don't think so. I think we kind of.
So, you're thieves who are now looking to buy officials, which means you probably have succeeded at thievery.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you probably
Probably been
have
doing this for a while.
a lot of money
Mm-hmm.
to be able to spend. So
Buying up
I'd
the
like to know,
mayor, the
maybe just,
church,
again,
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
high level, not detail,
Mhm.
what the crime is that you committed to get all of this money.
Oh God.
Oh.
I don't know, but there's a crate of weeping nitroglycerin.
Yeah, somewhere like
They
I
killed
mean,
our dad.
that could be.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
it could be like stealing like weapon shipments or like robbing stagecoaches or whatever and stealing those
Mhm.
things to resell for money. I
Good.
mean, weapons are pretty necessary out in the Wild West for sure. I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Or something about the mine, like a local mine. Which
I
is
was
why
gonna
you
say
have to
either the local mines, or I was thinking we rob trains.
Yeah, that could be dope.
Fucking-
Yep.
That's
Okay.
sexy as hell.
Yep. I like
Yeah,
that.
train robbers. That's definitely
Preying
a
on-
good
preying
a
on
good trope.
The preying on the officials that come and go.
Yes.
through-
Exactly.
You put the
the town.
dynamite underneath the big bridge, and you say,
Yeah.
"Hey, pay me or I'll blow this bridge up."
That's a nice looking bridge you got there. Would be a
It would be a
shame.
shame
Shame if
something
it was
happened.
gone.
Shame
Be
if
a
somebody
real shame
wept
if
all
you
over it.
didn't-
Yeah, right.
It's a shame if there would be a big old crate of dynamite somewhere.
Did you bring the dynamite? No, I forgot. Damn.
Damn.
It's back in the Bradford.
Back in the Bradford.
Okay, so yeah, I think that's everything. Before next time, not everything. Not everything. We have to name our characters.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Yep.
Damn. Okay.
So I have, if anybody is the type of person that gets stuck on such things, I do have a list that I drew up for names for Caldera, which is a Western setting. So I don't know if I can put Word docs in our chat here.
You
Oh, it looks like I
can,
might be able to.
because-
You could put them in Facebook if nothing else.
Those are first names and then surnames.
I don't know if I can
Hey, there it is.
I don't think. Maybe I can access it.
I think you have to save it. Like you basically download it.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saving it to my downloads.
I have an idea for my character's name.
Excellent. Let's hear it. What you got?
Johnny Valda. Valda. First name Johnny.
Ooh,
Johnny Valda.
Volga.
that sounds
Alright.
hot.
I
Right.
was just gonna say that's sexy.
He's damn sexy. I rob trains.
I rob trains!
Okay. I am.
I think my first name is going to be Annabelle.
Nice.
I like that one
Um,
too.
And Jeremy, I'm going to give you the honor of choosing our last name
Okay.
because we are siblings.
You said Annabelle?
Mm-hmm.
Butts. That's the last
Okay.
name. Butts.
I think our last name is Cook.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Great.
Oh, Cook.
And my first name is going to be Cullen. Cullen.
Ooh,
Cullen
Get that
Cook.
alliteration.
Mm-hmm. Good sheriff name, I think.
it is.
Sheriff Cook.
Sheriff Cook.
Sheriff Cook.
My first name's going to be Temperance.
Temperance.
Awesome.
Nice.
Ooh,
It's a great southern name.
It is.
I like that one.
Actually, I'm playing a paladin in a D&D game named Temperance.
Nice.
And surnames, I don't know. Sarah, are we going to have the same surname?
I
You know
don't know.
what?
If
One of
Cha-
us would.
I was gonna say if Chad and I are still married.
Ooh, that's a good point.
We all have the same
three of
last
you-
name.
All three of you have the same
Fucking
name.
cousins.
That's how we found out.
So,
We're a
so
throuple.
the thing is, maybe, and this is just what I'll throw out there. Maybe we are like married on paper, and so technically you would be still having the last name. However, because you haven't signed the paperwork, you are still going by your maiden name. So, like, you're lying to people by using your maiden name as opposed to
Oh,
the married name.
Yeah, what's your name
Maybe the reason
is
why
legally.
Yeah.
yes.
So here's what I would say. I love the southern name Buford. So when I saw Buford on there,
Buford.
I like
I
that.
had to go
Mhm.
with Buford.
That's great.
And then it was either that or Mordecai, because like those two names.
Mm.
Oh,
sound
I
familiar.
love Mordecai.
So I think I will go with. Yeah, it's just
Flip a
it's
coin.
such-
Flip a coin. Roll
No.
a die.
I'm gonna go with Buford Bassett.
Oh,
Yeah, another one.
That's
Nice.
a good one.
He's just a mopey boy. He's just
Still
a
mopey boy.
he's just a mopey boy who is trying to salvage any form of love in his life, and everything seems to be crumbling around him.
Oh,
He's gonna
this
be a
is gonna
sad
hurt
boy.
me, Chad.
A sad boy.
It's Chad. Of
Like
course, it's gonna
this.
hurt.
It's
I
gonna hurt.
made
It's
like
the more it hurts, the better
Chad.
it is.
I know.
Chad.
the full-on basset hound of a human being. You're welcome.
That's perfect. That's
That's
perfect.
beautiful. I am going to go by Lydia Carlisle.
Lydia.
That's good tune.
Lydia Carlisle. I like it.
Nice,
That flows
nice
well.
name.
It does.
Carlisle.
Listen, I'm good at the picking of the names. Sometimes, not always.
All right. So is that everybody?
Yes.
So.
How do you spell Carlisle? Carlisle. Lyle.
Oh, Jeremy, are we a cook with an E or without an E?
Oh, we can have an E. Why not? We're fancy here.
We are
We're fancy
here.
here.
We're fancy. We got it. So I always like to pick voices for my characters, and yeah, I've been playing around with every iteration of every Southern voice that I have in my playbook, and like it. For a sad boy like this, I don't know if y'all remember, because so it's either gonna be Don Knotts, because I kind of feel like I have to.
Oh God.
or if y'all don't remember, there was a very famous Disney voice actor by the name of Pat Buttram.
Yes!
Mm-mm.
He
Wasn't he the
voices-
dog in fucking Lady and the Tramp? Wasn't he?
He
the
was the dog in Lady and the
Yes!
Tramp. He was the
Wow.
sheriff of Nottingham.
He
and
was the sheriff of Nottingham.
Oh, I know the voice you're talking
the
about.
most Huckleberry.
It's
Hound
kinda
motherfucker in the
cracks and-
world.
Okay, now
Oh,
this
Miss
is here.
Lady.
Well, you'll probably know the most recent one that he did was from Goofy Movie, where he played the introduction.
Yes.
Nice.
Lester's
Okay.
Possum Park is proud to present the awesome possums jamboree.
Perfect. And we're back around to possums.
Yep.
We
Hey,
are.
it
Full
came
circle.
back. It came back.
So,
Just like the possum did.
absolutely, I think that he's got that whistle, and I think that works really well for
Yes.
this character. So somebody's gonna have to really pay attention to how people get in here and get out and make news and say stuff. Because God, I'm frazzled as hell, man. And I need real help. Okay, I do. I need some real help here.
Oh my God, yes.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him at some point during this game. That voice is driving me up a goddamn wall.
I was gonna say, I totally see why you left him.
Listen,
Don't
listen.
you make
He
fun of
doesn't
me.
just whistle when he talks. He whistles when he sleeps. He whistles when we have a little fun. It is not.
Amazing.
It is
How is
not
that man
sexy
alive?
to listen to.
I'm straight up a locomotive, all right? I go all night long, and somebody needs to help something out with. I got problems, and 99 of them are you, okay? So you just leave me alone.
He absolutely has a bolo tie that like
he's like
moves
Don
up and
Knotts.
down with his
Yeah,
like
oh my
his
God.
Adam's
Adam's
apple.
apple.
He's like Don Knotts, but mean.
Oh,
Yes!
my God.
Honestly, that's what Pat sounds like. Is he
Yeah.
sounds like Don Knotts,
I
but
know.
angry, grumpy.
That's
Oh
delightful.
my
Grumpy Don.
God.
That is
Love it.
great.
Wow, I'm down.
That's
Okay,
beautiful.
I'll sell
I
it.
I also have been thinking of a voice that I would like to try for a Western for a while,
Mhm.
and I'm stealing it from a Michael Crichton book. In the book, there's a character who had his throat cut in a fight,
Oh.
and it nicked his voice box. So when he talks, he never talks above a whisper.
Nice.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Oh,
So,
I love it.
I'm gonna
hard-
try that. So,
Nice.
Delightful. Delightful.
Yeah.
Love you.
looking forward to
Godspeed
it.
to you, sir, because to speak like that for our
It's
that
gonna
many-
hurt.
It's
Make
all
sure you get
right.
a lot of
That'll
water. Make sure
hurt.
you get a
Do your
lot
throat
of
I'll have a drink
lozenges.
right next to me.
Do your tea with honey, man.
Yeah, for
Mhm.
sure.
I'll do
So,
my
yeah.
best to do something vaguely southern.
Same. Big same.
Yeah, same.
If I do, I will just offend everybody.
I'll go.
No, it's okay. You
I really
can
don't
I
care.
read
I was
offend
joking.
me.
Let's be honest, Karen. You do that anyway. No, I'm just kidding.
Offend me.
I
want
dare
it.
you.
I was going to
dare
bring my
you.
full Canadian accent down.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
My God.
Where are you
people
from?
people are from the north.
So
I'm saying,
Yes.
that man, I
We're
don't
all
know.
from
Weirdos
the
are
South
from the
compared
north.
to you.
I'm with you. Part of the reason that part of your charm is that you're not from the South.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mm.
Yes.
You don't.
Thanks.
You don't sound
Well, the
anything
fucking
like.
What do you mean, eh?
The trapper in fucking Red Dead is from Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect.
Maybe the reason that she's with you is because like you don't sound anything like me. And
Yes.
Oh.
I'm like the last.
That's a
Yeah.
pretty low bar to clear.
The pretty
let's be honest.
opposite of what you sound like.
I'm very aware. Listen, Buford is very aware that his bar was way already low. So the fact that
Yes.
someone found him attractive in any way, shape, or form throughout his lifetime is
She found him attractive until he talked.
until yeah.
But by then they were already married, so
Yeah, right.
it's
Like,
too late.
oh,
They met.
He's the sexy silent type where it's like I could see him being sexy in a painting, but God, the moment he opens up his mouth,
No,
It was an
thanks.
arranged marriage
thanks.
from the valley
It was an
over.
arranged
Betty
marriage.
Butter Voice. Damn.
He
Yeah.
completely
This
cornered
was
her through like
amazing.
letters and stuff. And
hey,
Yeah,
Kaeryn,
right.
Oh, I
remember-
100%.
Hey, Kaeryn, remember, there's a reason why you like there's a reason why we're now fighting, and like I dig it. I'm excited. I don't know where this is going. This
Me
is gonna
neither.
be-
Somebody's getting blowed up. That's where it's going.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
Mhm.
We got
We better use
a
that
crate full of
dynamite
weeping
so much.
dynamite. So
It's called Boomtown, not Sit and Stare Town.
Damn right.
Boom, baby.
all right. So yeah, I'll put all the information on the cards. We'll have everybody's character names on the overlay, and then we'll have little cards in between each of us to remind us of what our relationships are. And then next time we get together, we will play through Act 1. Like I said, what we'll do is every player will have 2 scenes that they get to act out. And every time you get a scene, you get to either establish or resolve. And whichever you choose to do, we, the other 5 players, get to do the opposite. So if you choose to establish, then you will figure out where the scene takes place, who's in it, what the context is, and then you'll start to play through the scene. Whenever it feels like it has wrapped up to a natural conclusion, then we, the other 5, will decide whether that ended good or bad for your character. And we will go through all 12 scenes that way. And then we will have what is called the tilt, which is when everything goes AWOL. It gets really crazy. There's more rules in the game on how to determine what's going to happen. It'll be kind of similar to what we just did. We'll roll dice and then we'll get to pick from there kind of what determines what happens next. And then the third session will be us playing through Act 2, which operates the same as Act 1. And then we'll figure out what happens to all these characters in the end. So it's
Side
it's-
note, if any of you watching at home actually do want a good benchmark for like what Act 1 and the tilt and then Act 2 is, Fargo is actually a really good jumping off point.
Yes.
Like that is like, it really lays those things out very, very clearly.
The movie or the TV show is fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
In
I was
the
referring to
book,
the movie, but yes.
Yeah.
in the book, it actually says that this game is meant to capture the kind of plot evolvement that you find in a Coen Brothers movie.
Nice.
So it is exactly
How about
set up with that way intentionally. So yeah, Burn After Reading,
A simple plan.
Yeah.
what is the other one they did? Barton Fink. It's all
And
just kind of
No
like
Country.
No Country for Old Men.
No Country for Old Men.
So yeah, it's very much kind of meant to place everything on the edge of a razor, like just teetering on the precipice of disaster. And then through, what is it they call it? My God. There's a great quote. Oh, a game of powerful ambition and poor impulse control. It's
I
exactly
like it.
Poor
what this
impulse
game
control.
is for. Poor impulse control. So
Amazing.
all of the mayhem that unfolds is highly encouraged, and it's kind of naturally baked in. So I'm very excited to find how this particular fiasco blows up. The last one that we did was a lot of fun and took a lot of really unexpected turns. So I have no doubt at all, especially with this collection of people, that it's going to be the exact same kind of thing.
Hell yeah.
For real,
Cool.
for real.
All right. I guess I'll pass things over to my players if they want to give any kind of like goodbyes, and then we'll call it a night and see you next time. So we'll start in reverse order with. Hey.
Yeah, I'm Cari. This was super fun. I'm really looking forward to next time already. I'm eagerly anticipating. Again, you can find me on Mini Terrain Domain on Monday nights and Thursday nights, starting again in August. Or obviously, you can find me here on the Erasmus Expeditions. When is our next night?
Next Friday.
Next
Next
Friday.
Friday.
Friday
Very
already?
close.
Yep.
Fuck yes, dude.
Next
Yes.
Friday.
A
Okay.
week from tomorrow.
I'm Cari. This has been a hoot and a half. Thank you.
All right. Next up, we've got Chad.
Yeah. This already feels like it's going to be chaos, and I'm having a hard time keeping track of it. But you know what? It's okay, because I've got a Google Doc that now tells me what everything that happened, so I can go through that and piecemeal it. Otherwise, yeah, this is so much fun. I truly, Jeremy, I will tell you, you have really developed one of the best designed Fiasco layouts in terms of like how you present it and how everything's played out. You make the rules really easy, because like this is beautiful, man. Like I've seen the one where you can like get it on a digital whatever, like you can buy the digital playthrough, like whatever. Nah, this is the way I like it. This is what I like, and I prefer it. So yeah, please come watch on Friday. Please come watch the chaos that unfolds. I'm really excited about it.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I really appreciate you saying that. There's a lot about the game of Fiasco that hinges on the arrangement at the table, and like, you know, how things are connected. So I really wanted a way that was easy to communicate that idea and to kind of keep some of that straight, because it is a very complicated.
Well, you said it like
web.
one of the things too that like I'm very proud of you for is like you sat in when I was like, oh, I want to run my first Fiasco game stuff. Like you sat in and did that, and I did not know how to. Like I just ran it, and it was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great, but like I didn't know how to do the setup and visually for YouTube, like how to set it
Right.
up mechanically.
Yeah.
You've really streamlined it so that anybody
thank you.
can like make it so that they could play this at home, and I love that. So
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Like I said, it helps me. It helps my brain and the way to visualize it like this. So I'm glad to hear that it hits home with somebody else too. So thank you. Okay, next up we have Kaeryn.
Well, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this. I mean, the setup, because kind of like a brainstorming session with wackiness, and I cannot wait to see how it's going to start to play out. And because it sounds like there's a lot of things out there. There's a lot of things going on.
This is gonna be spicy.
So Kaeryn and Jason, just so you guys know, there will be conversation behind, like, for the whole rest of the week, there will be brainstorming happening. I'll just
Yes.
Sounds lovely.
Pay attention to the group chat.
It didn't
Awesome.
stop here, y'all. It didn't stop here.
No.
Awesome. I cannot wait. So yeah, everybody come back next Friday. I'll be here. And also come this Friday, because different group of us will be here. So, and if you're in the future, I'm sorry that you missed this Friday, but you can still catch it because it'll be on a VOD. Like it'll be there. So you should go look at it.
Go look at all the past games, guys.
As long as I don't screw anything up too bad, because that's always a possibility.
Well,
inappropriate
always
humor
once-
and
yeah.
technical difficulties. That's what you come here for.
Always.
Classic combination.
Yep.
Let's hear Erasmus Expeditions
As
in a
it should
nutshell.
Wouldn't be an
Um,
expedition if you didn't have a technical difference.
That's
Exactly.
so true.
That is
It's
true.
not a
Not
road
wrong.
trip until you turn around once. at least.
Exactly.
All right, last but certainly not least, we've got Sara.
Hooray! I'm not last.
No, you're not. I'm sorry.
What? What?
Poor Jason.
Jason doesn't get to say goodbye.
What am I even doing here?
His permission's been revoked.
I guess.
Mute.
Did I mention technical difficulties?
So this was fantastic. I'm so excited just to play Fiasco again. I'm excited, but I can already tell this is going to be an absolute fucking shit show, and I'm so excited. I am so glad to be back. I can't wait to come back here in a week.
Same.
I am gonna be counting the days. If you want to find me, my socials are AlicexAnn. Hooray! This was great. Always watch Jeremy. Follow, subscribe, whatever fuck you gotta do. Always watch Jeremy because he is the shit.
Agreed.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know what it means to be the shit, but you know.
Well, it means you're
That's where we're at.
awesome.
It means you're stinky.
I'm
That
smelly.
too.
You're a
very
smelly
smelly.
doo-doo head.
You
I know
smell
somebody that
like
literally-
success.
Yep.
I know somebody that literally had a fly tattooed on their body because they
Classic.
were,
That's
quote,
great.
the shit.
Wow.
I'm like,
That's awesome.
That's
Ooh.
that's great.
that you feel good about yourself explaining that to people.
You hate to see it.
It's like
I
when you
hate that.
establish that email address whenever you were a teenager, and now as a professional,
oh,
it's just
God.
a little.
Yep.
All right, last but certainly not least, this time I promise, Jason.
Thank you, Jeremy. I really appreciate it. I don't regret any of the wonderful things that I've said about
Don't
you in
push it,
the past. No, I'm very excited. This has been very interesting, and with this group of players, I can only imagine what kind of cluster fuckery is going to happen when we get underway. So yeah, I'm
So
very
much.
much looking forward to this.
A lot.
Thank God for the Google Doc.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
Definitely check us out next week, and watch all these other people and all their amazing other projects. And yeah, see you next week.
Pew pew.
Finger guns, excellent. Pew pew. Yeah, super excited. Fiasco is always a lot of fun. It's always unpredictable, and when you pick the group of people that you're going to play with and you sit down at the table, that always adds so much to the way that the game shapes up. So believe it or not, this is intentional.
What?
So
What?
and it'll pay out in dividends, I promise. So I'm really excited about that. I adore playing with each of you independently as well as with a assembled cast, and I know that this is a group that works well together. So I am thrilled to find out what kind of shit cannery we're going to get up to. Yeah. What else? Oh, I'm going to remind you all that kindness is a free action. It costs you absolutely nothing to be kind to someone, and you have no idea how much of a difference it could make in their life. It could make a difference in their day, their week, their month, their year. You have no idea the kind of battle that somebody else might be going through. And if it costs you absolutely nothing to give someone kindness and it could make that much of a difference in their life, then that is a very simple transaction, in my opinion. And consequentially, it's also how we make the world a better place to live in. So go out and be nice. Unless the person is a fucking Nazi, in which case, punch them in the nose.
Fuck.
But I think I'm going to climb down off my soapbox and call it a night. So, until next time, may your dice roll high, and your snacks always be within reach.